My mom told me when I was a little kid that my response to any no or instruction she would give me was, why? So it wasn't a why in a tone that genuinely expressed the desire of wanting to know why. It was more so an attitude-packed, hands-on-hip kind of why. Why do I have to eat these vegetables? Why can't I have this toy? Why? 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 It's one of my favorite things she tells me about my young self because it resonates with so much of who I am today. Someone who questions everything, who doesn't accept everything I'm told, someone who looks for discovery moments and opportunities of exploration, someone who wants to know the truth, someone that demands to know why. I was only able to be that way at home, though. Home was a place where I felt loved and safe to be myself. But out in the world, not so much. Anything beyond my front door was not a loving and safe place to ask why. It wasn't a safe place to be me. Out in the world, I had to be accommodating, people-pleasing. Not too much, but also not too little. Speak up, but no, not like that. You can be whatever you want to be, as long as you talk, look, dress, and act like this. What are you? I'm Filipino. Oh, so you're like Chinese or something. All these things crushed me. They ripped apart any shred of pride or confidence that I had in my identity because no matter how I presented myself, it was never good enough or it was rejected. This is what the world drilled into me since I was born and throughout my most formative years. So this small, quiet Asian girl box people wanted to put me into, I would appease and I would try to fit neatly and quietly. And no one explicitly told me to be this way. They didn't have to. No one has to tell you whether they like you or not. They show you. And the world and almost everyone in it showed me in the ways they looked at me, spoke to me, ignored me, or belittled me, that showing up as myself was undesirable. My name is Danielle, and I'm the Chief of Learning Success at WeThrive, and my job is to empower young people to break free from the boxes they're put into. WeThrive celebrates showing up as your most authentic self and champions young people to resist the supposed to's so they can rise, to explore, disrupt, and lead. WeThrive is closing wealth gaps by equipping underestimated youth from low-income communities nationwide with real-world skills through entrepreneurship. Our learning website and mobile app make learning the skills they need to own their future accessible. Our large and growing community of professionals from different fields listen to their ideas and solutions so they can share their knowledge and expertise. WeThrive entrepreneurs solve real problems, create real companies, and make real revenue, while at the same time confronting the economic violence they're forced to endure every day. Imagine having that when you were young. An opportunity to change the things around you that you didn't like or disagreed with. Imagine, as a kid, being told to be exactly who you are. Someone listening to you, valuing your ideas and opinions, and giving you the tools you need to embody what success means to you. I remember talking to one of our entrepreneurs. She was getting ready to present her business idea to a corporate partner of ours. We'll call her Sandra. With her co-founders, Sandra was launching a company that would provide natural and economically accessible skincare to young people. She was 16 at the time and lives in a community where opportunities for young people like her barely exist. A community where young people expect the least. Sandra was dreading presenting her business idea that day. Like most of her youth, she'd never been in a corporate space before and didn't feel like she belonged. Because up until that day, Sandra saw spaces like that as unwelcoming. She was positive the adults in the room would be disingenuous and that the only reason they were there was because it was their job. She was ready for her idea to be dismissed. But to her surprise, they listened and were genuinely interested in what she had to say. After that meeting, she was confident and energized and excited to continue to share her idea. Her teacher told me later that seeing his kid's transformation that day was a highlight of his career. That's the power of WeThrive. WeThrive advocates and empowers youth to speak their mind confidently and with conviction. Where youth are deemed less than for not adopting the accepted culture, look, or speech, WeThrive advocates for them to be who they are while providing them with seed funding and the tools they need to solve real problems in their own communities, from food injustice and mental health issues to bullying and racism. Sandra's story is just one out of countless others of young people who feel like they don't belong or that they don't matter. The world fills young people's minds with doubt and makes them ask questions like, do my feelings, thoughts, ideas, or opinions matter? I'm just a kid. No one cares what I think anyway, so what's the point? Do I even have any power to create change? Am I worthy of being able to stand up for myself and what I believe? To those questions, WeThrive answers emphatically, yes. See, WeThrive is more than just starting a real company. It's about unleashing the courage within young people like Sandra to show up as their most authentic selves in spaces they were never meant to be in. WeThrive targets these spaces across the nation, creating socioeconomic pathways for young people deprived of opportunity, giving them a chance to own their future. For me, the word why is a powerful seed of discovery and exploration that can harvest solutions, change, and much needed disruption. It's our responsibility to ask, why? That little kid who asked why isn't just who I was then or who I am now. She's who I've always been. Even in the moments of my life where the world made me feel like I had to silence her. That world still exists, and it's fighting to stay alive so that it can continue to drill into our youth that they need to be something else other than themselves in order to succeed. Maybe you're someone who wishes they had someone that championed them when you were young. Maybe you are a parent, an aunt or uncle, or an older sibling. Or just someone who wants the young people in your life to live in a world that lets them know they matter and that they're worthy. Someone who wants all young people to find power in showing up as their most authentic selves and in their unapologetic persistence to ask, why? If that's you, come talk to me. Can you remember all that you were before the world told you to forget? That's your most authentic self. That's WeThrive. And together as catalysts, we can ensure that young people live in a world where they will always remember who they are and never forget. We can make sure that world exists. Thank you.